Get-togethers look a little different.
Across America.
Turn it up. This is the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go.
This is a voicemail from Tyler in California.
Hi, I was just wondering if I could give a shout out to my family back in Virginia. I'm military, currently stationed in California, and I can't be with them right now, especially during the pandemic. So I was just wondering if I could give a little shout out to my family. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I wish you would have said their name.
Shout out to
Tyler's family.
Yeah.
All right, here's another voicemail. Allie from Springfield, Missouri.
I was just curious if any other listeners get really butthurt when they hear the at the end of the show. I hate that sound because that means that you guys are done. Well, anyway, I hate that sound, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.
So
that.
this is Mr. Rogers' theme song as done by the guitar player, I think Joe Bonabrudus.
Oh, Bonasama.
Yeah, thanks for summing up. So we played Every Day as the last segment, just to kind of say what we're going to do that day. But I don't like it playing now because I feel like it's time to go home.
Yeah, wow, I didn't realize
And
that.
I wouldn't mind going home right now because I'm still only at about 75% from this illness. Thank you, Allie. Oh, Joe, what's his name? Negri?
Joe Bonnet.
No, it's a different guy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Joe Negri.
Oh, we were way off.
Yeah. We knew it was Joe. Nina in Texas, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I just wanted to call to thank all of y'all. I drive 4 hours a day, 2 hours there and 2 hours back. And in the mornings, I listen to the radio show. On the way home, I listen to the podcast. I commute to work, so I just want to thank y'all for everything.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you for listening. Hopefully we can be your companions as you drive to work or as you're on a jog in the afternoon, live as you're going to work or later on the podcast with whatever you're doing. So thank you very much for that call, Nina.
20 minutes. So I just want to thank y'all.
Well, thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for sharing.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's see what the big story is today.
Bobby's Big
Story.
9 members of the Tennessee Titans NFL team have tested positive for COVID-19. That's 3 players, at least 1 coach, 5 other employees. This is the latest to come out. It's possible that it spread to the Minnesota Vikings, who the Titans played on Sunday. This could impact both teams this coming weekend and would be the first NFL delay in a game. Right now they're playing, but they go it could be delayed to a Monday or Tuesday. So sports would just start to feel normal again, right? And honestly, I never thought it would happen. I'm like, we're into it. No fans. We're fine. But now the Tennessee Titans have tested positive again. The Titans have closed their practice facility until at least Saturday. They've been practicing in my backyard.
Yeah, I was like, so how do they practice?
I just let them.
Good, they need it.
Come on over.
Wait, so is there key players that have it or?
So the linebackers coach, Shane Bowen, was the first to test positive for the Titans. This was before the team's trip to Minnesota. He was held back. Everyone else was tested. All the results came back negative. So they all go through, all negative. But as we know, you can have it be negative one day and the next day be positive and nothing has happened except
time.
And development. So the game went on, but on Monday, 8 others in the organization tested positive. Their names have not all been released. So there you have it. It could be moved to Monday. More people could have it. Or you could just have the game on Sunday with only a few missing. But it's the first COVID-related NFL story we've had, really.
Yeah.
And no big players are out.
No. What about the people in the bubble? NBA still no
None.
positives?
And only 2 teams are left.
Oh, wow.
The Lakers and the Heat, because it's the NBA Finals now.
Final four?
The Finals, 2 teams.
Championship?
Do you know where the Heat are from?
Miami?
That's right. Nice.
Yeah. Duh.
Duh. All right, there's your big story. Thank you.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Nobody but you, Blake and Gwen here, Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you want. 877-77 Bobby. Good morning to you. Coming from the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela Studio on Music Row, The Bobby Bones Show. I think a lot of folks listen to the show. If you're pretty new, you'd be surprised to know that Amy is fascinated with gangs and drugs and gangs and cartels. She can't get enough of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you are to that what I am to smoothies. Like, I love smoothies, can't get enough smoothies. You love drug cartels.
Yeah. If there's a new documentary, I'm on it.
So here's the story. This kid, Nicholas, who's one of the nephews of Pablo Escobar, was inside of one of the apartments that Pablo owned, found in the walls $18 million in cash.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. Whoa. That's where they have to hide. It's in walls everywhere.
And the ground everywhere, too.
Yeah.
Like, just...
And the ceilings everywhere.
If you're this kid, or if you're anyone and you find this, I'm probably just going to be quiet about it, right? Because you know no one's coming to look for it. It's not like if you find money somewhere from a current drug deal. This is Pablo Escobar. He's dead.
Yeah, he died a long time ago, too.
Like, I'm probably not going to say anything and just have a little extra money slowly mixed into my account.
Yeah, so why did he put it out just to turn it in?
During his residency at his uncle's former place, strange things started happening. He says he got bizarre visions, which led him to look inside the walls of the apartment. Quote, every time I sat in the dining room and looked towards the parked car, I saw a man entering the place and disappearing. Sure enough, inside the apartment's walls, he found a number of items that belonged to his uncle, most notably a hidden stash full of cash, $18 million. In addition, he discovered a typewriter, a gold pen, satellite phones, several deteriorated banknotes, an undeveloped roll of film, and it's all on the Colombian TV station Red Noticias. I don't know.
Noticias.
Well,
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, Thanks.
That means news.
I don't know if you guys realize I'm extremely Caucasian.
I got you,
I
bud.
mean, he probably just didn't want that money on his hands. Like that money is, I mean, that's blood money. It's bad money.
Or did he find 20 mil and keep 2? Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, coming up in the next segment, Raymundo sent a direct message to 5 country stars at number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on the charts. He says one of them responded on Instagram. Maybe more did, but we'll name Mr. or Mrs. Country Music September 30th. Next.
Love it.
All right, that segment's next. Bobby Bone Show.
This is the Bobby Bones Show.
So as you can tell by my voice, I'm not 100%. Yesterday I was feeling pretty awful too. And I was nervous. Like, how in the world did I get COVID? So I call and I tell work, because I have some work stuff today. I need to test. I don't know how we're going to get it this fast. They send someone to my house yesterday. They stick the thing up my nose. I don't have it, obviously. Ray's hitting the drum roll. I wouldn't be here in the room if I had it. But I got a little nervous, and that they hit me twice on both sides of the nostrils. And they're like, we'll call you in an hour and let you know. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours goes by. I've convinced myself I've got COVID again. I finally got the note last night that I was negative, but I still have a nasty cold, which is so irritating. I feel like I wash my hands. I wear a mask. I don't get around people that are also around people. Even our basketball group, you kind of pretty much got to be locked in your own space. But just battling this cold, I was feeling guilty yesterday. I was like, I gave everybody COVID. I was having to make in my mind, I was making all the calls to everyone that had come over to the house.
I was wondering where my call was.
Well, you didn't come over to the house. I was going to have to call Lunchbox. I was going to have to call. You didn't come play basketball?
I know I didn't come play basketball, but I've sat very close to you.
It's work. That
was pretty close to you.
Well, I'm okay.
Thanks.
I don't have COVID.
Good.
We're all good. There is something called COVID toe, and I wonder if Eddie had this.
What? Tell me.
When you had COVID, did you have a painful red rash that spread across your toes?
No.
The symptom sees one toe turn red, swell up, and blister.
Whoa. No, definitely did not have that.
Are you fully recovered?
Yeah. I mean, again, guys, I'm still not smelling 100%. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take that as like this is a permanent side effect of COVID. I don't think I'm going to smell the way I used to smell.
There's a TikTok challenge right now where people who have COVID and have lost their taste buds are eating the most disgusting foods going, look at me.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Yeah?
huh, okay.
If you lost your smell, at least part of it, I wonder if that would affect your hygiene, because you wouldn't be able to smell your funk
Good point.
as funkily if you didn't have your smell.
Yeah, you just walk around thinking you smell normal when maybe you smell really bad.
You would be Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
who we've been able to spend some time around, who doesn't smell that
You
good.
proudly walked around, didn't smell very well.
Nice guy, but just did not smell good. And I bet you nobody told him. It's like the emperor had no clothes, but the emperor has no smell. Let's go to Raymundo now. Raymundo has DM'd 5 country artists today. Raymundo, do you want to go down the list here?
Absolutely.
All right. You did the chart, right?
Yeah, so the top country songs in the country. This is 11 to 15.
Okay, at number 11 on the chart is
Parker McCollum.
You know, he had COVID.
Did he?
He had to cancel shows, yeah. He goes up, got COVID, couldn't smell this morning, couldn't taste food. Okay, that's one. Go ahead.
Chase Rice.
Doesn't matter if it's last call from a late night sidewalk, little too buzz, a little too drunk.
Okay.
And we got John Party.
Ain't always a cowboy.
What a jam that song is. I love that song. I mean, the other two are fine, but that song right there, that's a jam. All right, next one.
Chris Lane.
She don't know I got some big, big plans.
And then finally, Kenny Chesney. He's the poster child for happy ends, as happy does. Grab a 6-string.
All right, Amy. Which one of those responded to Ray's DM? Was it pretty quick?
It happened within 5 minutes.
There's just one reply?
Well, we just had the first one back. Did more people reply later?
It was just one.
Okay. Oh, just one.
Oh, okay.
Amy, who do you think replied?
First one back, I'm going to go Parker McCollum.
Okay. I'm going to go Chris Lane. I feel like Chris Lane's a really nice guy. And I also feel like there's a bit of history there with Ray being in love with him. Right?
We worked a charity event 2 years ago.
And didn't you like nonstop hound him about being your friend?
No, I had inside info about him and Lauren Bushnell about the engagement.
Okay. And didn't you hound him about being your friend?
Maybe that as well.
Okay.
Chilling at the condo.
Eddie?
Okay, so I'm with you. I first thought Parker McCollum, but he's too new. He doesn't even know Ray. Chase Rice wouldn't do it. Party's never on social media. Chesney's
Never.
on the island.
Yeah.
So I'm going Chris Lane too.
Yeah, John's not on Instagram story looking at messages.
Right.
Chesney is probably in the water and didn't have his phone.
Uh-huh.
Lunchbox?
Well, I wanted to go Chris Lane at first, but then I remembered, like you said, I think Ray creeped him out a long time ago, so Chris Lane stays away from Ray. That's why I chose Parker.
Okay. Who is the person, Raymundo?
Somebody did get it right. It is Chris Lane.
Wow.
What'd you text him? What'd you DM him?
Yeah, I went with the go-to. It was, hey, are you there?
That's so weird.
And what'd he say?
Hey! Which just means like, what's up, dog? Hey, and I also got a message, though, from 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
The person from September 29th. So they were the part of the 10, but
Yeah.
they were 48 hours late.
Who hit you up over there?
It ended up being Hardy.
Okay.
He's just a little late. That's
Yeah,
cool, though.
Probably sleep.
And he also sent a message, too. It was like a little video message.
Do you have the audio?
I do.
Okay, here you go.
Dude, I just listened to the show this morning. Come on, man. Kane Brown, dude. I'm way nicer than Kane Brown.
That was funny. Yeah. Oh, Chris Lane's on the phone. Here we go. Here is Mr. Country Music for September 30th. Clap your hands for Chris Lane.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Chris, did I see you playing softball? Was that you playing like rec softball with a bunch of guys?
Yeah, so we have somewhat of an artist team that plays in a softball league, man. It's so much fun.
They're called the recoupables, which, in case you don't know, it's the money you got to pay back to your label before.
Oh.
Because they give you money to make music, but they don't really give it to you. You got to pay it back. But also, because Chris was a big baseball, like a really good baseball player. Chris, what level did you kind of tap out in playing baseball?
It was in college, man. So I thought I was going to move on after that. Now, my twin brother, Corey, he had the opportunity to move on when I think he got drafted by the Cincinnati Reds, but decided not to go play. And for those who don't know, he's my identical twin brother and plays drums in my band.
Also on the team is Jordan Davis, who's a baseball player. How good is Jordan Davis?
Yeah, Jordan's great, man. He plays third base, which is a position in softball most people do not want to play because a lot of the times the balls get hit really hard to third base.
Now, I love Morgan Wallen, one of my favorite, maybe my favorite artists now, except for Chris Lane, Mr. Country Music for September 30th. But I'm looking at the picture. It looks like he's in jeans and a T-shirt on the softball field. Is Morgan a ball player?
Yeah, man. He's super athletic. I remember years ago when we were touring together, we'd always go play basketball somewhere during the day or golf or something like that, man. And he's he can pick up on any sport and be good at it. And he's the same in softball as well. I think he grew up playing baseball, but he plays shortstop, and he's made all the plays that's come to him, and gets tons of hits. So yeah, he's really good.
All right. Well, how's life going for you? What's been going on?
Man, life's good. Just been hanging here in Nashville, just writing and trying to make a baby, man.
Oh, is that the goal? I mean, are you looking to have a kid in 2021?
Yeah, I think so. We're planning for that, and at least trying for that. Whether it happens or not, we don't know. We'll leave it up to the good Lord. But yeah, we're at least aiming for that. I know.
And how's Lauren? How's your wife?
She's good, man. She's just been hanging in there. We're about to go out to Portland, Oregon next week and see her family. We haven't seen them in a while. So we're going to make a little trip out there to hang. And, yeah, other than that, man, she's got a garden here at the house that she stays in and loves, and that's been keeping her busy. And we adopted a second dog, so that's also been keeping us super busy as well. But, yeah, everything's great.
Well,
how
Chris,
about y'all? Everything good?
Yeah, I mean, everything's good. I feel like we're working, we're staying healthy. We're trying not to touch a bunch of people's hands or get spit on so we don't get COVID. But just doing it, man. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate you being a nice guy. My final question, let's be honest, how creeped out are you about Raymundo 1 through 10, 10 being the most creeped out?
I mean, 10 for sure.
Yeah!
No, I'm just picking. Yeah, when Ray sent that DM, I didn't know what he meant because I looked back at our DMs before that because he said, "Hey, are you there?" And I'm like, "Well, did he message me before that?" Because he didn't, and I was just like, "Hey."
Chris looked back and it was all eggplants, and he's like, "What?" All right, there he is, Chris Lane, everybody, Mr. Country Music, September 30th. All right, we're going to play Big, Big Plans right now from Chris Lane. Chris, good to talk to you, my friend. Hopefully, see you soon.
Awesome, man. Thank y'all so much.
All right, there he is. That's funny. All right, here it is. Big, Big Plans. Remember, he played this song for his now wife.
That's right.
Right before he proposed to her. She had never heard it before. Here you go. Check it out. Tomorrow at this time, the segment that we have waited months for, that Amy brought up one day and was like, I can't talk about this yet because I'm too close to it. Here's the movie trailer for the segment that's happening tomorrow.
October 1st. On The Bobby Bones Show. All the things you love in a story. Finagling. A vote. And paint. All will be revealed. Coming to a radio near you. Only on The Bobby Bones Show.
By the way,
October 1st.
Oh my God.
Every time.
You can do it every time,
I don't care, okay? I don't know what I have no idea what that's about, paint or finagling.
But can I remind people that I never brought this story to you?
What do you mean?
Caitlin was at my house, heard the story, went home, told it to you. We came back to work. I don't know, a few days later.
Was she not supposed to tell me?
No, it's not. But I never brought it to you. Like, it's not anything that I ever thought would be anything worth sharing. But she told you. Then somehow it came up on the show a few days later to where I brought up something about my move and my new house. And then you were like, oh my gosh, do y'all want to hear what happened to Amy? And I was like, no, I don't want to share that. And then it turned into this.
I'm all primed for tomorrow, baby.
You but it's know good, it.
Yeah.
Right? It's good.
Wait.
Yeah. Finagling.
Yes.
I did have
Vote.
to finagle.
And there's some voting that goes on.
Yeah,
there was a vote,
Yeah.
and it does involve paint. All of this is true.
Tomorrow, baby.
But, okay.
You know, today's National Podcast Day. Did you know that?
Oh, wow.
Let me recommend there's a new episode of Kaylee Shore's podcast. It's called Too Much to Say with Kaylee Shore, and it has been doing fantastic. She has an album called Open Book, and in celebration of that 1-year anniversary, she was talking about, some of the songs on the album. And I want to play this. Here's her talking about performing her song, The World Keeps Spinning at the Opry, which is about her sister passing away due to an overdose.
I wrote it about my sister passing away with my producer, Skip Black, and he had also lost his niece, who's my age. And him and I played this song, and he brought up a picture of his niece, Megan, and set it on the speaker. And they zoomed in on her while we were playing the song. And it was just like, it was really, really special.
It's just such an honest podcast. If you're looking for something new to check out, it's just great. It's called Too Much to Say with Kaylee Shore. As you can tell, she doesn't hold anything back. So check that out today. Pretty powerful stuff,
Yeah. No, I thought we were about, I was like, wait, I want to hear the rest. So now I'm going to have to go listen. Good job.
That's it. National Podcast Day.
Mhm.
You guys can call us, 877-77-BOBBY. What I have coming up in a second, one of the most accurate predictors of divorce. I'll tell you that coming up next.
Mr. Bobby Bones.
No matter what.
I had to apologize to Kaylin this morning.
What happened?
Well, I didn't. I felt like I needed to. For the past 3 or 4 days, I've been pretty ill, and so I've only been eating suckers and cough drops and things to make my throat feel better. And I put on about 4 pounds.
So you apologize?
I was like, hey, I'd like to
stop.
apologize that I'm gross. I promise I'm not going to be like this. I'm going to work this off. And she's like, stop it. Why do you roll your eyes?
Because.
But I felt like I needed to. It's my job as her partner to keep her attracted to me. And I got to be honest, I'm not that attractive at my best. So if I'm not there, I need to let her know I realize, and I'm going to work on it.
Okay, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. You gaining 4 pounds and then having to apologize.
I felt like I needed to because she reacted
And what-
like you
wait,
did.
And what did she say?
She's like, stop being dumb.
Yeah, and so she says, I'm going to love you no matter what, even if you
And
gain
I
20
believe
pounds.
that, but I owe it to my partner.
20 pounds? That's a lot.
Well, so let me ask you this.
Mhm.
If she were to gain 4 pounds, do you think she would need to come to you and say, I'm sorry?
No.
Okay, yeah, so
But she is in a much better place. Like, she's super fit, just great. Me, I'm already working from a deficit physically.
Okay.
On the scale of numbers, she's a 10. I'm like a 5.
Yeah.
We're not disagreeing with that.
I know. I know you don't need to. That's all. But no, she does things like I told you, puts a note on the scale because I weigh myself a couple times a day. And I'll get on there and I'll look down and instead of me being able to see my number, she's put a note like, stop weighing yourself. Your body's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, see? She's encouraging you.
She's just a good person. But nobody wants their partner to be blah.
You're not blah.
I don't know about that.
And blah's relative.
You just rolled your eyes at me.
Yes, I did.
One of the most accurate predictors of divorce, rolling your eyes when your spouse is speaking.
Oh, no.
Well, you could not be married to me.
Is that what you do a lot? I'm not an eye roller really anyway, even in situations when I'm upset.
You don't roll your eyes ever. I roll my eyes a lot, so I don't know. I'd have to ask my husband if I do that to him. I don't know that I do.
Well, you just did it to me not 3 minutes ago.
I know, but I don't know that I do it to him. Does Caitlin do it?
No,
Are you sure?
I don't think. No, she's not an eye roller.
Behind your back.
Maybe, yeah, but
Probably
no,
at
she's
you.
not an eye
I gained 4 pounds. I roll.
Kim in Kansas, you are on the show. What's going on, Kim?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say that how refreshing it is to listen to the radio and not hear any politics.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Thank
So
you
the
for
debate
that.
last night.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about that. Oh, my gosh.
Kim, where do you live in Kansas?
I live in Gypsum, Kansas, which is near Salina.
Hey, love Salina.
Yeah.
Real small town.
Yeah, been there a bunch.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that call. Thank you very
Okay.
much, and thanks for taking time out of your morning.
All right. Thank you.
All right, see you later. Here is Christy in Massachusetts. Christy, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on?
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
I went to the Kane Brown drive-in concert this past weekend, and I have tickets that I won to your show in March. And I was wondering if there's any possibility that you guys might do a drive-in concert.
Well, you're talking about last March because we
had to cancel.
Yeah, we had to cancel when COVID hit. Everything got canceled, and Eddie and I were doing a show in Boston. I don't think what we do, which is music comedy, translates that well to a drive-in. Nor do I think anyone will buy tickets to it.
Yeah.
But they would. I think I think there's a lot of people that were excited to see y'all that because the coronavirus didn't get to. So that might be an
Sure.
opportunity to test it out.
We did put out a new record right before COVID.
Yeah.
No, during COVID.
During
April.
COVID, and we didn't get to tour it.
Live from Little Rock.
Oh yeah.
Well, we toured it leading up to it
Right.
because in comedy you have to put it out at the end of your tour.
Right. Because you were taping all the shows.
Yeah, we
Or
recorded.
the
Well, we
Little Rock
recorded the
one.
Little Rock one
Yeah.
and then put it out. So if you check out the Raging Idiots, we have a record out called Live from Little Rock, which we put out during COVID, which feels like it doesn't even exist. So, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a drive-in. I don't think anybody cares, honestly.
They'll be fine without us.
Thank you, Christy, for that call. Thank you for listening. Let's go over and talk to Ashley in Austin. Ashley, you're on the show.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Ashley, I am born and raised in Austin, Texas. I'm a student at UT. I just wanted to call and say that I've literally been listening to y'all since before I can remember. I remember, like driving to my mom taking me to elementary school, and I would just like love to listen to Case 101 and to Bobby Bones, and so I just wanted to say, like, I'm 20 years old now, and I'm still listening, and I'm still a huge fan, and thank y'all for making my drive to work every day so amusing and so great.
Well, thank you
I look
very
forward to
much.
listening to y'all.
Yeah, that's very kind. Usually I'm tired of me after about 8 minutes. She's been able to hang in there, sounds like 8 years.
Yeah.
I kind of get annoyed with myself pretty quick.
Yeah.
What do you steer?
Oh, no, a long time.
Yeah.
Elementary school to college.
Yeah. Ashley, thank you for that call. You guys can call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. One final story in this segment. A guy whose fiance claims she lost 2 engagement rings and broke a third says he suspects she's done it on purpose. Listen, if you're 3 engagement rings in, don't you feel like there's something going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Scam.
pawning.
And
Ooh,
people
pawning.
are urging him to check pawn shops in case he's tried to sell the jewels.
Amy, you called that.
A guy is taken to Reddit for advice. Lost, broken. He's like, what's happened here? So it's just
And
too much. Once sucks. Twice is extremely unfortunate, but I'm with you. But the third one, okay. Where's your problem? Like, what are you trying to, what habit are you needing to support here?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Something's up. I don't know. The broken thing throws me because you would think maybe if she sold the first 2, then if it's broken, she probably has all the pieces to the third part. So maybe she's just forgetful and irresponsible and clumsy. I mean,
3 rings. Amy, you're pretty clumsy, right?
Yeah.
How many rings have you broken?
none.
There you go.
No further questions.
One final thing. Kmart releases a $25 vacuum for children, which is funny because it's made for kids, but it works.
Awesome.
I love it.
And people say, hey, it's the thing to go get
Yes.
because your kids will clean the house thinking they're playing with a toy.
Yeah, it's like your own little Roomba.
Eddie's writing something
I'm
down
writing
over
it
there.
down right now.
Kmart has placed a young boy model in the package of the vacuum. Parents are praising the decision, first of all, because it breaks down gender stereotypes.
Yeah.
Secondly, it gets your kid to think it's an awesome toy. It's their toy, and they can go and vacuum around the house. So check out Kmart if you want to see that. Boom, there you go. Appreciate you guys. Call again. You wanna hit us up, you can. 877-77-BOBBY.
The morning show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones.